Okay, we are trying to beat the rain. A couple things we want to get accomplished today. Want to get the weed barrier fabric in the garden, and also want to set up the watering system. I'm going to try something new this year as far as a watering system, and then Tess is going to plant the garden. So we are trying to beat the rain, getting the fabric down and the watering system set up. So what we're using is this weed barrier fabric. I'll put the specifications and a link in the description. We're going to get that down first and then set the watering system up. Hey, if you enjoy our videos, we sure would appreciate a thumbs up right here. And if you have not subscribed, we'd be honored if you would do so. From this side.
Oh, double.
So what we're going to be using, these tie downs, just goes through here, and then this is what keeps the fabric down. All right, so this is what I'm using for the watering system, and you can see it's got a little spike. I just don't trust it. I mean, this soil's loose, and I think it's gonna move. So what I've done is I put a T-post in here. I'm gonna go right alongside the T-post. So I'll zip tie it right to the T-post, because again, I think especially after it's under pressure, it's just not gonna stand up. So this head is like a shower. It's supposed to do, I think, a 20-foot diameter. I'll control that by how much pressure I put through it. Hopefully not a lot of waste. We'll see how it is. It's high enough that it's gonna go over the highest of tomato plants. So we'll just have to see how efficient it is. All right, it's gonna look like so. So obviously I'll cut these zip ties off, but I think it's gonna work fine. Let's go to the next one. So now we're gonna take a short piece of hose from here to here to energize these, and then from here it goes, you can see the hose hanging up on the fence, which is connected on the patio, so it'll come over here to the corner of the garden. The nice thing is that all we have to do is, without even coming out here, is just turn it on the spigot on the patio. So yeah, let's get some hoses hooked up. It's the shortest hose I could find. It'll work out pretty good. All right, so as soon as Brian gets done trimming that out, we'll test out the watering system, see if this is gonna work or not. I think it will, I really do. Fabric is down, you know, it's not pretty, but my main purpose of doing this is I'm just trying to make things easier for Tess. She loves gardening, but she works so hard that she doesn't have a lot of time to do a lot of weeding. Plus, weeding is not fun. All right, so let's get the sprinklers on, see how we did. Now I'll be able to control with this, like how much I put it on. All right, they're working. I just had to make an adjustment. So now they're getting wet. Getting wet. This is gonna be perfect. I may even have to turn it down a little bit, I don't know. Well, literally as we're finished, it's starting to rain. So that worked out fantastic. Let me just show you. I changed the routing of the hose a little bit. I've got it coming off here and over to this side. I'll probably get some type of a clamp to put it there so it's not moving on us. But once again, I think it's gonna work out fine. This is gonna make Tessa's life easier. And she's the hardest working person on the planet. So I don't wanna rob her of something she loves because it's too much work. This will be pretty much the fun stuff. Weed barrier fabric doesn't stop all weeds. It doesn't. But hopefully it's gonna keep them under control so that she can enjoy her gardening.
So finally a beautiful day to plant the garden. Hi everyone. Finally a beautiful day to start gardening. So this is what we are going to be planting, and we have some bell peppers. These are sweet bell peppers, and another variety is an early summer sweet bell pepper. The San Marzano tomato plants are parsley, is basil. I actually have started a few beans from seed. I have the bush beans, wax beans. There's actually two varieties of wax beans. These are golden. This is the Cherokee wax bean. I don't know if you see it, but it is just starting to come out right there. So I have a few sprouts in there. So we'll see what happens. First thing we're going to do is to take some measurements of the garden so we can actually provide some direction on how we will arrange this garden. So what I think I'm going to do is to make sure that the herbs are actually easily accessible. When you open the gate from there and you get some herbs for cooking, they will be right up front. I will be planting tomato plants in this area. So as you can see, there's 4 plants in there. Over here are going to be the peppers. And I like my cucumber in this area, and some bush beans in this area here. We also have some carrots, and I am hoping to plant them here in the middle. That's it. And of course my sunflower, which you can see it is being blown away by the wind. I like sunflowers. I love them. They are very lively. It just makes me happy. And it will be in the middle of the garden, so pollination from bees is gonna be possible, so that helps actually. I think that is deep enough for my sunflower, so we'll see. Just perfect. All tomato plants lined up, and they are going to be 24 inches apart. So I just do a diagonal slit and dig through the soil and make sure that I have that depth for this tomato plants to be buried. And it is that simple. I thought that
lighten up, take me on your me about the people that you know who are trying to feel alive.
So next we're planting our sweet bell pepper.
Life can get hard, so honey, if you need to cry, just come share my pillow and rain, rain, go away.
"12 tomato plants in that area, a sunflower in the middle, some cucumbers in this area, and 8 peppers." So I'm happy with it. So the only thing that's left is to plant our carrots and our potatoes. So I'm just reading through these instructions here, and this is just taken out from the fridge. So you have to let it sit in a warm place for a couple days and let it regenerate. So we will do that and check back on you guys later this week.
So how good is your wife when she comes home and brings you ice cream? Yeah, I've got my chocolate milkshake in the house ready to eat. Hey, garden's 90% planted, right? The only
Yeah.
thing left are
Just the beans.
just the beans. So just recapped, we've got San Marzano tomatoes, we've got basil, cilantro, and parsley for herbs. 2 kinds of bell peppers, yellow and red. We've got one thing that we didn't film was test planted the potatoes yesterday, so those are in. And
Potatoes and carrots.
potatoes and carrots, right? She got the carrots
And some cucumbers.
and the cucumbers planted, and the sunflower.
And a sunflower.
And a sunflower. You know, we made the mistake a few years ago. We were visiting this gorgeous farm in Vermont, and had probably a full acre garden, most beautiful garden I think we've probably ever seen, right?
It was a sunflower farm.
Yeah, and they had sunflowers in the garden, and of course the guy explained about the pollination and everything else. So next year we planted the garden and we put 5 sunflower plants in.
One in each corner.
One in each corner and one in the middle. Had no clue how big they were going to get. I mean, they were huge. So we learned that lesson, and now we just put the one in. Watering system seems to be working good, except when the wind blows strong. That's the only issue with it. So here's to hoping you have a good gardening season.
I hope so. Yeah, I'm excited.
Thanks for joining us. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time on Tractors and Life.